Hello, everyone. This is Mitchell here. We just finished the last week of March, so the week of March 27th. Right now it's Sunday, April 2nd. I'm doing my weekly analysis video. This week is a little bit different because I don't have any trades to review. I did not do a single trade this week. I was not paying as close attention to the market as I usually do. I was a little bit more interested in my work this week, my job outside of trading, and as a result, didn't spend as much time looking at the market and did not make any trades. So instead of reviewing a trade I did, I just wanted to kind of just talk about the S&P 500 right now, what it's done recently, and what I think has the potential to happen this upcoming week and the trade setups that I'll be looking for. We see that, the S&P 500 had a pretty good run up along this area right here. And it's kind of just been, it is technically a downtrend, you could say. More kind of consolidation as opposed to like a strong downtrend, but we do see lower highs here. And we see lower highs, lower lows on our MACD, lower highs, lower lows on our stochastic momentum index. But something interesting has happened this past week. We see a pretty big push of buyers, and I think that that big push of buyers, at least for right now, means that the sellers have lost control. Yeah, I don't think it means the buyers have control, but I think it means the sellers have lost control for the time being. We also see a little trend line break in the stochastic momentum index. This isn't usually this doesn't mean like, oh my gosh, like the trend's broken, but it's just something to keep in mind here. Going back down, we're going to the 30-minute. We're just looking at the daily time frame here. Looking at the 30-minute, we see, you could call this a higher high. Like I said, I don't think the sellers have control right now. If they did, I don't think they would allow the price to get above this 84.50 level, and not only get above it, but hold above it for looks like a day or 2 days right in this this time right here. So I don't think either the sellers or buyers have control. In terms of what I expect to happen in this upcoming week is I expect the buyers to gain control. The reason I expect the buyers to gain control is this is the S&P 500, and it usually goes up. It doesn't usually go down. And so that's kind of the main reason. The other reason is I'm just going to switch over back to the daily time frame is I expect this, it's likely this MACD here is going to cross over, and that's usually a pretty good signal that, buyers are in control here. So it seems like, this MACD is getting ready to cross. Starting, in the next couple of days, it's realistic that I'm just going to grab an arrow here. The price goes up, and if it does, I'd probably be looking to get long. I know that, it's kind of had this big run up, but it's been hanging out here, which is, allowed the sellers to have their efforts to try and drive this thing lower. It seems like they've failed to do so for the past day and a half, 2 days. So, like who's going to be left to sell this thing? Like, if these sellers keep selling it, it doesn't get any lower than, the 84.90 region. So it could go up here. If it does immediately shoot up, I'd probably be looking for a target, somewhere around the 86.50 level, somewhere in this area. Another thing I'd, wouldn't be surprised if the S&P 500 did is if it came down a little bit. And it is kind of due for a little bit coming down. It's had this pretty big run up, this big push of buyers that essentially ripping away the control from the sellers. You could think is maybe time for the buyers to kind of, regroup and send in the reinforcements and kind of, let the sellers gain a bit of ground before they push back. So, if the stock does start heading down lower, I am not going to be looking for a short opportunity. I'm not going to trust it. If it does break the 84.50 level, it could, head down lower to somewhere around the 83.50 level. But I probably wouldn't trust it. I'd probably wait until if the price, got all the way down to the 84.50 level and then, kind of just hung out a little bit and then started moving lower. Then I might look to get in short, but I don't think that's the most likely thing. I think if it does move lower, it's going to be kind of a little trap to kind of trick some people to short this thing, and then it might shoot up. But yeah, that's just my thoughts in terms of if I do decide to get long, I'm going to wait for this this daily on the daily chart, the MACD, to get a little bit closer to crossing. If we do see a push of sellers, that drive this price down a little bit, I'm not going to get in as soon as the price starts heading back up. I'm going to wait to make sure that, the price can break away from this 84.80 level. So maybe it has a candlestick close, that's kind of breaking away, and then has another candlestick that continues to break away. I'd look to get long there and set a target around the 86.50 level. So yeah, that's what I'll be looking for. Like I said, it could head lower, but I don't think I want to get involved in that situation. I do think, the sellers have lost control for the moment. And what also could happen is that it could definitely head lower, and then just kind of head back up and consolidate between the 83.50 level and the 84.50 level, somewhere in there. Yeah, so that's all for this week. I expect to spend a little bit more time, looking at the market this week, and next week I should have, a trade or two to analyze a little bit. All right, and that's it for this video.